Hi everyone, I'm Berkeley.
And I'm Casey with Neon Tommy. The Neon Beam takes you through the top stories of the week, so if you snoozed on the news, here's the Neon Beam to catch you up.
To start off the week, almost 2,000 U.S. Postal Service employees gathered over the weekend in Los Angeles to protest the Postmaster General's proposal to cut mail from 6 days a week to 5 days a week. Sunday was a national day of action meant to shed light on the situation and propose these potential cutbacks. If the Postal Service chooses to downsize, thousands of workers could lose their jobs. The decision is to be determined.
Contrary to popular belief, e-cigarettes might not help smokers quit smoking. A recent study found that the relationship between e-cigarette usage and a decrease in smoking was non-existent. E-cigarettes have been branded with the idea that they allow smokers to benefit from the effects of nicotine without consuming the toxic ingredients traditionally found in tobacco products. However, according to lead researcher Rachel Brandon, the study did not find e-cigarettes to lower the usage of cigarette consumption.
And on Wednesday, death tolls from the Washington mudslide continue to rise. At this point, at least 26 people are confirmed dead, and rescuers are searching for another 90 residents that are still missing. A wall of mud buried the small town of Oso, 55 miles north of Seattle on Saturday. The area was considered to be at a high risk for mudslides. Unfortunately, many residents say they were unaware of the risks while living there.
The way top-rated songs are measured in the U.S. is about to change. Twitter and Billboard announced a multi-year partnership that will be known as Billboard Twitter Real-Time Charts. The new charts will track real-time conversations about U.S. music, with more than 240 million users. Talking about music every day, Twitter will filter out negative comments about music, and only positive tweets will influence the charts.
More than 6 million Americans have signed up for the Affordable Care Act. This Wednesday alone, there were more than 1.5 million visits to the healthcare site. The most recent estimate from the Congressional Budget Office expected 6 million people to enroll in the initial 6-month period. The White House also announced that those who had difficulty enrolling by the March 31st deadline will get an extension.
And did you guess our top story this week? Malaysian authorities told families of the Malaysia Airlines flight that there was no hope of finding anyone alive. Over the course of the week, more than 300 objects have been found floating in the Indian Ocean west of Perth, Australia. However, officials have not been able to confirm that any of these objects are actually from Flight 370. But searchers do say that today they have the most credible lead to date.
That's all for this week. Don't forget to check out the feature story of the week right here and follow us on Twitter at NeonTommy.
As always, make sure to read more on neontommy.com. We'll see you next week.